Hi guys, I'm back with another video since I went to Singapore and Malaysia back in September. We arrived early morning in Singapore just in time for the rain vortex to turn on at around 10 a.m. And I think my hand was super shaky because I needed to eat something after a long plane ride, but this waterfall is probably what the airport is most known for. After dropping off our luggages at the hotel, we immediately went and got lunch. We specifically wanted to eat Hainanese chicken since it's a popular dish in Singapore. It's poached chicken, which made it super soft and tender, and it came with some black bean sauce. Afterwards, we took the MRT to the Marina Bay Sands area. The trains are super efficient here, and I thought the routes were interesting with the orange line being in a circle. Not sure how that feels on the ride because we never actually took that route. It's the 60th year since Singapore's independence, so there were a lot of activities and celebrations around the city. We went to an exhibition about Singapore's pop culture history, which I found really cool. My favorite section was the showcase of some beauty pageant outfits for the national costume portion of the contest. They also featured a lot of music and history on how Singapore is a small country mixed with a lot of cultures. Right now, we're on the top of one of the towers of the Marina Bay Sands. The sun is so bright. Actually, I'm gonna move. It's gonna set in I think an hour, so I think that's why it's very bright right now. Ooh. It's so hot. I'm dying. It's raining so hard right now. We brought umbrellas knowing September is their rainy season, so we weren't really surprised by the downpour. What I was surprised about is how Singapore drives in on the left side of the road due to it being a former British colony. We took a Grab to one of the many malls here to shop while waiting for the rain to stop. After lunch, we went to Kampong Glam, which is Singapore's Muslim quarter. There are many cool restaurants and shops, and we went inside the Sultan Mosque. I was wearing a dress, so they gave me a rope to cover me up, and we had to go in barefoot, so it was interesting to see the insides of the mosque. The famous Haji Lane is supposed to be a place for street art, but for some reason I didn't see much. I've seen some posts online saying it's seen a decline in the past few years, so that could be why. It's so hot. It was only a 15-minute walk over to Little India, and I liked all the vibrant colors. We weren't able to go inside the temple because they close every day for a few hours, but instead we took the MRT to the gardens of the bay, and with how clean this country is, I found this sign funny because they specifically called out no durians on the train. We went to two sections of the gardens of the bay. First, the flower dome with different kinds of flowers and plants from all over the world. And then we went to the Cloud Forest, which was Jurassic Park themed. Not sure why, but I believe it was for a limited time. We purposely went later in the day to be able to catch the light performance at night, and that was really cool.
This isn't what I expected. Because there's bones in it. Can I get something else? This is also fatty. Is this tofu? Where'd you get it from? Is it like a Thai thing? Wait, this is good. I think it is tofu. Oh, I should have gotten that. The one that I got was the one that's directly behind me. I low-key didn't like it. I got Satea's backup. I hope it's good. And I also got mango juice.
Sorry, where do you buy the satay?
Outside. There's like
the
the
way.
street, yeah.
Oh, outside the street?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, thank you.
Yeah. There's like a whole row of satay. Oh my god, this is so good. The beef is good. Trying to figure out where to put like our plates, because it's not like a food court where you just throw it out. Like there's no trash cans. So we're thinking we have to like bring it back to the stall.
I remember you're supposed to return the plate.
Oh, you are? Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's so embarrassing though. I didn't even eat this. Can I just give it back? Look at it. It's so hot here. I think that's like the thing I'm gonna say the most in this entire video. I thought I could take it because it's also hot in the Philippines, but I honestly think it's hotter here because it's much closer to the equator. Like the equator's here, like we're here. We're going back to the hotel now. We're gonna take the MRT. So long day. Yesterday also, we were so very dehydrated because you can't really walk around and drink and eat while walking. So today we made sure to like drink a lot more water before we left. And then like every time we sat down I bought water.
The next day we went to Sentosa Island to walk around the beaches. This is a small island filled with a lot of resorts and activities, including Universal Studios. You can tell it was really early because we were the only ones there, and it was still very humid outside that my hands were too sweaty to do a bar pull-up. For lunch we went to Chinatown and then did some more shopping. I think because it was a weekday it was pretty quiet, but I heard Siang has a lot of lively restaurants that open up at night. We went inside the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, and I liked seeing the intricate design and all the gold Buddhas. We had a last minute change of plans and grabbed dinner with my mom's cousin, so we went back to the hotel early for me to swim in our hotel's infinity pool. I was the only one there when I went up, but I actually like that better so I can record myself without looking too silly. I also can't really swim, so I was just kind of chilling in the pool. The next morning, we flew to Malaysia and it took an hour to get from the airport to Kuala Lumpur, the capital city. They also drive on the left side of the road here since Malaysia used to be a British colony as well.
You know what? Because of yung travel natin and yung mga nangyari sa atin, I was really praying na you don't lose your passport.
Whoa, what does she mean? I lost my passport? Low-key, I wish I documented it when it happened at the airport, but stay tuned for a story time later. We got a free upgrade in our hotel, which is crazy because when we checked in, we kind of just asked to confirm that our room was facing the direction of the Petronas towers, and it was, but then the guy knew we were interested in seeing that view, so he gave us a free upgrade, and this is our room. Look at the view. Oh my god, it's so big. This is cool. And then so this is the separate part. I think this is the master bedroom. So this is the bed, and then there's still the view of the tower here. There's a lot of window space. And then this is the bathroom. Whoa. Okay, I didn't see this part yet. Whoa. And and then the toilet is, whoa, how do you, oh, it's a sliding. Oh my god, wait, it's see-through.
I'm not gonna look at me while I take a shower.
Yeah, but you still can't use the bathroom while I'm taking the shower because it's see-through. Look at that. Okay, that's kind of weird, but it's still nice. This is green.
Oh,
shit.
Ba't may ito ba?
Mint? Coriander and mint raita. Hari chutney. Oh. Yeah, this is good. After eating lunch near our hotel, we did some shopping at the Suria Mall across the street and then went to the Kuala Lumpur Tower for sunset. I thought the view at night was nice because you can see the tips of the Petronas towers from the distance. After that, we went back to the mall to watch the fountain show and grab dinner. Okay, so story time. This is what happened when we arrived here at the airport. Usually I have a personal item that I put by my feet, but I don't have one this time. So my passport, I was holding my headphones case. I'm gonna reenact this whole thing. And then obviously I was using my headphones on the flight, so it was like this. And then I thought, okay, maybe I could put my passport here and it'll be safe because I know I'm always gonna hold this when I'm walking out. So then it was in the back pocket of the chair, and then I take it with me going off the plane because I knew I would. I always remember this. I had to wait for my mom to come out of the plane as well because we weren't sitting together. Our seats got moved last minute. So I was sitting closer to the front, so I got off first, and then I was just standing there in the bridge area, the thing that connects the plane to the airport, just waiting for her. And I guess I
Actually, like, I guess I set my headphones case on, like, my suitcase as I was just standing there. And while I was standing there, I had my blanket, like, draped over me as well. But I, like, decided to fix it to kind of, like, cover myself like this and walk like this. Because I was wearing, like, a yellow halter top that was pretty showy, and I realized when I got to the airport, I was like, I think I should cover up. We got to immigration, and that's when I realized I didn't have my headphones case anymore. Like, I realized I wasn't holding it anymore. I was like, that should be fine, because I know for sure I brought it off the plane. I would never forget my headphones case. So we go all the way back to the gate, but originally we didn't remember what gate we came out of. Because, you know, like, you don't really think about the gate that you come out of when you arrive at your destination. So we kind of had to, like, walk around and ask, like, the workers, like, do you know what gate our flight number came out of? And then they kept directing us to this, like, transfers desk, which was, like, kind of, like, on the other end of where our gate was. So we were basically just walking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then we got to the transfers desk, and I had to explain, like this is what my headphones case looks like, and inside is my passport. Like, I was standing there at the bridge, and I think that's where it fell. So because I, like, reported it to the transfers desk, they let me go back to the gate. They found my gate number, and they were saying, like, yeah, the plane is already prepared for the next flight, but you can go back to the gate and check. So I went back to the gate. It was, like, basically going all the way back and forth through the terminal, really. And I got to the gate, they let me through, and I walked with the workers to where I was standing on the bridge, and it wasn't there. That's when I started freaking out for real, because I was like, would someone steal a headphones case that, like, they probably didn't even know, like, what it was? Because, like, who looks at this and says, this is, like, a headphone case with a passport inside, let me steal this? So then, like, when we walk back up the bridge to go into the airport, we also had to take, like, a short escalator up even more to the actual gate area. And then at the top of the escalator, that's where it was. I guess someone found it and kind of just, like, set it on the top of the escalator in case, you know, like, someone got it. Oh my god. That was a miracle, honestly. There was, like, so much time wasted.
The craziness isn't over yet, because I couldn't get through immigration once we actually went over there, and I had my passport, all because I filled out my online arrival card wrong. It wasn't the type where I get my passport stamped, it was just the one where you scan your passport and fingerprint and they let you through the gate. But I had to stand off to the side and redo my arrival card. Because we took so much time, the carousel that our bags were on stopped running, so we couldn't find the number on the dashboard. We had to walk around and ask where we could find our bags, and it ended up being at the very end, just on the floor.
Well, I have the Grab app, which is basically, like, Southeast Asia's Uber. So we wanted to take a Grab to our hotel. So I have the app, so I'm, like, ordering the Grab. And then the lady who was picking us up was like, okay, please, like, go to level 1. And I thought we were on level 1 because, like, wouldn't level 1, like, be the arrivals section? That's what I always thought. So I was like, okay, yeah, we're here. And then, so she comes, like, 9 minutes later, and then she's like, you're not on level 1. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, we're here. She was like, no, you're on level 3. And I was like, how? This is arrivals. She tried calling, too, through the Grab app, which, like, of course, at that very moment, my data wasn't working, and, like, the airport Wi-Fi was also kind of slow, too. So I couldn't, like, answer the call at first, and I was like, oh my god, like, what if she cancels on us? Like, oh my god. So then we try to, like, quickly go to the elevator, and Oh my god, there were so many people at the airport. Literally everyone was there. Every family, mom, dad, kids, with like, you know, like huge carts of like suitcases. Like they brought a lot of stuff. So everyone's trying to use the elevator at the same time. And then by then she was like, you're gonna have to pay extra because of the wait time. And I'm like, I know, I understand. I'm sorry. So by the time we actually like got to the city, it was like it's almost like 3:30. But I guess like the good thing that happened so far is this free room upgrade. The guy probably like saw us and like knew we went through something.
The next day was when we did the bulk of our things on the itinerary. We went to Batu Caves early morning before the crowds came. The caves have various Hindu temples inside, but you have to climb up 272 colorful steps. Everywhere we walked, there were monkeys just minding their own business and trying to get some food, and they were really cute to look at. When we got inside, there were even more steps you had to climb, and it also didn't really help that it was starting to get really hot. Afterwards, we went to their Chinatown area and a small alley called Kwai where there's cute murals. We ate lunch in the Bukit Buntang area and got a popular local dish called nasi lemak and some pizza. We chilled at our hotel for a little bit before going to the observation deck of the Petronas towers. I think what makes this a cool structure is that it's made with stainless steel and a glass facade, so it really stands out over the other buildings. For dinner, we went to the Jalan Alor night market around the time most stalls open, and once again, because it was so hot, we ended up eating out inside one of the booths with some Thai iced tea to cool us down. Squid, fried rice, asparagus, pad thai. This is a good drink for the weather right now. Right now, it's 89 degrees. And I'm like crying thinking about it. Oh, there's a kid. There's a kid. Mommy, do you see the kid? Hugging the... Oh. We got mango juice, fruit, and shine muscat. Overall, I had a great time even if I couldn't take the hot weather, all because of the good food and culture. Technically, the trip isn't over yet because we still went to Macau for the weekend for some more food and most importantly, a concert. So stay tuned for my next vlog. Thanks for watching!